We have prepared those pears. We've cored them, removed the seeds in the center. You don't want that. Slice them in half, as you can see. Put them into the wine. Basically, we are going to poach them very slowly. That is the final result of that process at the end. Okay, I've done that yesterday. You don't want the liquid to boil because remember it's poaching, and poaching is about slow cooking. There are two different methods to produce a short pastry. One is called the rubbing method. The rubbing method is when you rub the fat, the dry ingredients with the fat, and this is what I'm going to do here. The butter is not too cold, it's a bit softened, but not really. As you can see, it's still fairly workable. And I've got here the icing sugar and the flour and the almond meal. Now the almond meal is not an essential ingredient in a sweet short pastry. The idea is to provide and develop the flavor of that pastry. So see what I do here, I'm rubbing the fat, the sugar and the flour together. The butter is unsalted. Okay, once that is done, I am going to then add the liquid part, and that in that case is eggs. I don't use water. Water is very plain, it wouldn't provide any flavor, and also it wouldn't provide any structure to the pastry. The pastry is now made. Everyone, you don't overwork it, because if you do overwork it, the pastry will get a little bit tough. So that now should go in the fridge. Probably 15 minutes will be sufficient in the fridge, and then you can start rolling. To do the almond cream, we start with butter. The butter can be either melted but not hot. We don't want what we call beurre noisette. So what I do now to this butter, I'm adding the icing sugar and the almond meal. So we're mixing this, and then we incorporate the eggs. Now you can also incorporate vanilla, for example. A bit of vanilla essence will be a way to go. You could also add a little bit of alcohol like rum. We use now the eggs and the full eggs, and again the mix of egg yolks and egg whites. And I've got here some crème pâtissière already made. You could also make the crème pâtissière and add a little bit of crème pâtissière to it if you wanted to. The idea here is to create a different texture. When you do short pastry, you need a little bit of flour, and I basically immediately see the pastry is still a bit soft, but it's all right. We actually roll the pastry and then I'm going to line that pastry into that tin. Alright, so I'm just pushing the pastry back into the tin. And then I'm just bringing them up again. And you pour a bit of almond cream like that in the middle. You then basically bake it. Now the baking is at 180 degrees Celsius, okay, for I would say 25 minutes. The pear tart, okay, create a little decoration there. Just to make it a bit interesting, okay. Jus from the poaching. What do? You use dark chocolate and white chocolate melted. So over a marble slab, we just pour a little bit of chocolate like that. It's only a little glimpse of chocolate making, okay? Place this in the fridge, maybe for a couple of minutes because the room is quite warm. Now I'm just putting a layer of chocolate. Again, a very, very thin layer of chocolate over the top, okay? Our chef's guerpillon, s'il vous plaît, monsieur, dans le frigo, s'il vous plaît. To create little curls, okay? Add a little bit of shaving like this on the top.